What's up guys, Motonosity here. Narrowly managed to avoid the morning traffic this morning. It's a little congested. I pretty much cleared it, all the people exiting for downtown. So it's really not that bad. It's about 8:15 now. It'll start getting pretty bad around 8:45, 9 or so. Even worse in the evenings around 5 or 6. This whole area is just like a parking lot, but I never have to ride it, so it's really not that bad. As mentioned in the other lane splitting video, there's no lane splitting in Texas, so it really sucked being in traffic on the highway because you can't really do anything. So lucky that I don't have to go through that all the time. Just gotta go to something this morning, so had to hit up the highway. But I got a request to talk about buying a motorcycle on Craigslist, which was convenient since I bought my motorcycle on Craigslist. And really, I think it's the best option for buying motorcycles, at least right now. I know if you're buying a car, you've got a lot of options. You can go to a dealership. You can go to different websites like Auto Trader, and there's eBay Motors. You don't have as many options for buying a motorcycle. I mean, all those options are there. You can go to a dealership, but there's not going to be that many places. Motorcycle shops are pretty much your main option for going someplace to buy a motorcycle. And the online options, Auto Trader equivalents, aren't as popular. And you're going to find motorcycles, but you're just not going to find as many, and you're not going to find as good of deals as you will on Craigslist. I think eBay Motors would probably be the best place for you to find deals, other than Craigslist, but for me, Craigslist was the best option. So I thought I'd just go over some of the things that I was looking out for when I bought off Craigslist to help you guys in your quest for a bike. So when I went to find my bike, I kind of had a few different motorcycles that I was interested in. When I say that I was interested in, I mean types of motorcycles. So when I first started, I was looking at the Ninja 250, the SV 650, and the what else? I think there's a Yamaha and then the CBR. So those are a few of them that I was interested in to start with, but I narrowed it down pretty quickly. And after talking to some friends, looking at the bikes, I decided that I wanted an SV650. So the first thing that you should do is find out what bike you like. You know, if you're not set on one to start with, then go see a couple different bikes that you may be interested in. Don't necessarily base it completely on that bike you see, but it'll give you an idea of which bikes you could be interested in. So, you know, that bike may have a little wear, but ignore the wear and just assume that you can find something that's great condition. So once you have it narrowed it down, like I had it narrowed down to the SV650, find out what year range you want to find. So I knew that I wanted to find something that was 2003 or later. So find what range of years you're looking for and just search everything within, you know, like the maybe 3 to 5 closest major cities to you. Now for me, I live in Texas, so the closest cities to me are hours away. You know, Dallas is about 3.5, 4. Houston is about 3, and San Antonio is about 1.5. So for me, the closest cities are farther away. Depending on where you live, you probably have cities that are a little closer. But look in all those cities, because if you find something perfect for you, it's not a big deal to make a quick drive up to get that bike. So find what you're interested in, find the year range that you like, and search everything you can on Craigslist in those cities. And what I did is create an Excel spreadsheet. Sorry for the pause, I actually have directions in my speakers, so I was just listening to that. Create an Excel spreadsheet and just keep track of everything you find. List the major things that are listed in the ad. List the year, list the bike, list the mileage, list any damage that they have listed, and then list any mods or accessories that they've listed. So if they've added an exhaust, or if they're including a helmet or a jacket or something like that, anything that's above the bike itself. List all of those things, and then just start add pictures as well. So I kept a little folder. I kept a little folder of pictures with each bike listed based on how I could define it, and as well in the Excel spreadsheet, put the link in there, put the link to the Craigslist ad. Once you have all that, start comparing. It'll be easy, once you have them all next to each other, it'll be easy to narrow down the motorcycles, because you'll be able to compare motorcycles of similar year, similar mileage, and things like that. You'll see bikes and say, you know what, I really don't like this bike in blue, or whatever. I don't know why you wouldn't like it in blue, but just say you didn't. And so you'll easily be able to eliminate the worst ones in that bunch. Once you have it down to, I had it down to about 5 to 10 bikes, start sending messages to these people. And I always go to Kelly Blue Book, find the value that I should be seeing for these bikes, and see where the offer lies around that number. They're usually pretty close, especially with bikes. You won't find as much of a range as you will with cars, just because the motorcycles are going to be cheaper, but it should be near there. After that, based on the Kelly Blue Book, list those next to the actual prices. So in the Excel spreadsheet, as well as the offer, you also have what you should expect. And just start messaging all these people and asking for more information. So what I did is send a message, say, hey, I'm looking at a few different bikes. Yours is one of the ones I'm interested in, and I wanted to just get some more information on the condition of the bike and your reason for selling. So you're going to be asking for if there's any damage in the past, what the maintenance has been like, and any more details that you can get along those lines. So when you mention that you're looking at other bikes, there's a greater chance that they're going to give you, information about their bike. So ask about those things. You'll be able to, people will usually they'll give straight up information about the biggest problems, so that can give you a little better idea of what is going on with the bike, so you can make a little better decision on whether you want to go see it or not. Once you have that information, you can usually kick out a couple of them, and then just go see the bikes. You're going to want to have a friend with you, both for safety reasons and for knowledge reasons. So find a friend who knows a lot about motorcycles, your most knowledgeable friend, and have them just come with you. They should be able to help you look at all the things about the bike, whether the forks are in good condition, how much is left on the tires, how much is how much is left on the tires, whether anything needs to be replaced, whether the paint is in condition, anything that you couldn't see in the pictures or that they didn't tell you. So look at those things and, you know, get an idea of if it's something you want to keep in mind. So after you do that, narrow down your list a little more. At this point, you should have maybe four to five bikes, maybe a little less, depending on what you came across. You may have just 2 or 3, but you want to have options. I would say you want to have at least 3 options at this point. So take a ride on the bike if you hopefully you know how to ride already, and narrow down that list. And at this point, you're going to have an idea of which bikes you like best. I did. There's 3 bikes that I was most interested in. They matched best with what I was looking for, and I knew what I was looking for at that point. So at that time, you're going to want to make the offer. So always go low. You know, it's on Craigslist. They know people are going to be making lowball offers. You want to get a good deal. Don't be a tool about it, but, you know, let them know that this is the price you're looking for. You're interested in a couple of different bikes. You're hoping to get it for this price. They may come down immediately. They may give a counter offer. Just keep working for them. They're always going to be there. I mean, someone else could come along, but I mean, in the short term, they're going to be there. So if you push a little hard for a lower price, there's a good chance they're going to come down. That's what happened with mine. I think I bought mine for about $3,000. Got mine for $3,000, and I talked it down from almost $4,000. So make a lower offer. Take into account what the KBB value is. Make that low offer. See what all of the buyers come back with, and at that point you should be able to come back with 1 or 2 choices and take your pick. So that's what it should come down to. Quick note on condition of the bike. So hopefully the friend you have is really knowledgeable about motorcycles, if you are not already. If they can't give you enough information or analysis on the condition of the bike, so I'm just running around the parking lot, I just want to finish this before heading to where I'm going. If they can't give you a good enough analysis, then you may want to take it into a shop. It will cost you a little money, but when it comes down to it, you're going to want something that's going to hold up. So I looked for a bike that was 10 or 15,000 miles or less. Luckily, the best deal I found was for a bike with only 4,000 miles. So don't think that you have to settle for something with a lot of miles if you don't want to. So that's it. I hope that helps. If you have any other tips, if you bought a bike on Craigslist and you've got tips of your own, be sure to leave them in the comments so I can add anything that seems like a good idea into the description so other people can see them when they're looking at the video, so we can all help each other out finding a great bike. Or if you don't buy your bike on Craigslist, put something on there as well, and let me know your experiences. So again, videos every Thursday. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do so you can get all the videos. Go ahead and like me on Twitter and Facebook. Those links are in the description. And I hope you guys have a good weekend. Later.